What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead Top 10 video for today. Haven't done a Top 10 video in a little bit, so I definitely wanted to do another one for today. This one I actually intended to do a little while ago, so I want to do this one now that, Comic-Con has kind of calmed down, and we have a little bit more time to make some extra Walking Dead videos before the Season 10 finale. This one I want to do, what are the top 10 best episodes since the man himself, Rick Grimes, has left the series?
We silence the whispers.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead Top 10 video for today. This one's going to be doing a video talking about what are the top 10 best episodes of The Walking Dead since Rick Grimes has left the series. Now, fun fact for you guys, I actually did plan on making this video a couple weeks back, but then we had Comic-Con, and then we had a lot of, stuff to talk about there, and my rewrites and stuff, and I completely, forgot about this video because I've been wanting to make it for a little while because I really feel like The Walking Dead deserves some credit for the episodes after Rick Grimes has left because, I really feel like The Walking Dead season 9 and 10, they just don't get enough credit, I feel like, all these other seasons, like season 5 and season 6 and this and that, even season 2, 3, they all get credit. But I feel like season 9 and 10 just don't quite get enough credit as they deserve, in my opinion. So, that is what we're going to do. We're going to take basically all the episodes from when Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes left the series. That would be from the start of season 9, episode 6 to season 10, episode 15. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because I actually do feel like there are enough episodes to mention here that are the top 10 best episodes of the series since he's left the series. Now, I will just specify for you guys as well, I have done a, top 10 best episodes overall of the entire series of The Walking Dead. That video, I think, was posted earlier on this year or maybe late last year, something like that. But this one is mainly just going to be talking about the episodes after Rick Grimes has left the show. So, without further ado, of course, let's get started with the number 10 spot. Number 10 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 1, Lines We Cross. So, this is an awesome premiere. I know not everybody was blown away with this episode, but I really enjoyed it. I actually have to say, I think that the Season 10 premiere is one of the better episodes of the first half of Season 10. And the reason why I say that is because I think that looking back on it and looking on how much it set up the story as well as developed the characters, it was really great. They did something a little different with the satellite, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I think it was a really good episode overall, and I would have to say it deserves a spot on the list 100%. Number 9 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 3, Ghost. So, this episode was really good. I have to admit, this episode had a lot to it. It had, of course, our characters at the border with the Alpha, meeting type thing, as well as, our characters kind of, trying to figure out how they're going to get out of this whisper situation. The new border type thing that Alpha, sets a new rule for, basically. And we have Carol with the hallucinations, which I thought was really interesting to see. We even had Henry that came back for this, which I thought was really cool because, I feel like Henry is a character that's really, they should have kept, they really should have kept him, and to see him in this episode, it kind of reminded me of, how much I really hated that one part of the Pike episode. It's just, I really wish they would have kept Henry because I really feel like he could have done a little bit more, And, of course, in this episode, we also saw Siddiq and kind of him talking with Dante and stuff, and kind of the beginning of that, as well as Aaron and Negan out there in the world, and Negan saving Aaron's life pretty much. So, we saw a lot in this episode. It was a really good episode, really exciting, and honestly, I think it's one of the better episodes of Season 10 as well. I think it really deserves some credit. So, yeah, number 9, Season 10, Episode 3, Ghost. Coming in at number 8 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 7, Open Your Eyes. So, and yes, I mean, my goodness, is this not like one of the craziest twists in the Walking Dead series ever? I mean, honestly, even though we predicted it, there was some speculation online about maybe Dante's, a spy or whatever, but I just still couldn't believe it when I saw it. Honestly, there are some other things to happen in this episode, like Carol and Lydia, Aaron and Gamma, and also the realization that Alpha lied, which I thought was a really cool twist to that storyline. But I really have to put it at number 8 because just the Dante switch and the death of Siddiq, Absolutely insane episode. Honestly, I love it. I think both Siddiq and Dante did a great job in this episode, acting-wise and just character-wise, and just man, how well done this episode was. It definitely deserves the number 8 spot. I don't know how much higher I can put it because there are other episodes I think that are more enjoyable, but in terms of like a twist, this is one of the biggest The Walking Dead series has ever done. So definitely number 8 is going to be season 10, episode 7, Open Your Eyes. Coming in at number 7 is going to be season 9, episode 13, Choke Point. So this definitely has one of the best fight scenes we have ever seen in the Walking Dead series. Not only that though, we had some really great stuff in this episode with Daryl and Connie. We had some really great stuff with the characters overall, and the fight with the Whisperers overall was really great. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Highwayman Kingdom storyline in this episode. That is not what makes this, on the list. It's really just Daryl versus Beta and just how epic that fight was. It's definitely one of the best, fights we've ever seen in the series. Arguably the best, depending on, everybody's, different, opinions. But I just have to say, I love this episode. I have so much fun watching this episode all the way through. Daryl versus Beta, absolutely incredible. And I love it. I thought it was an absolutely amazing episode. So yeah, number 6 is going to be season 9, episode 6, which is called Who Are You Now? So this episode, I can't with this episode. I think it's incredible. It is just... It's jaw-dropping all the way through. You got Judith, little Judith. You got Negan and the kind of switch now. He's like a good guy type. We have Magnus Group that's introduced. Carol that burns down those saviors. I think it was so cool. The whispers at the end. Eugene and Rosita being out there and kind of the first introduction to the Whisperers group. I just think it's absolutely amazing, honestly. I think it's a great episode. It's a 6-year time jump, so, things are very different. And it's just, it's really good. It's such a good kind of, switch and change up, and I love it. I think it's amazing. So, yeah, number 6, definitely season 9, episode 6. That's an episode that definitely deserves some credit. Coming in at number 5 is going to be season 9, episode 8, the mid-season finale, Evolution. So, this one is just an incredible episode. I mean, honestly, you want to talk an amazing introduction to a group of villains. I mean, and honestly, killing off a character like Jesus, even though I don't agree with killing off the Jesus character, the actor wanted to leave. Why not have him go out fighting? Why not have something epic like this? And I think his death is pretty awesome. It's the best they could do with an actor wanting to leave like this, honestly. And I think it really, in retrospect, even though the first time I saw this, I was like, are you kidding me? Jesus is dead? But honestly, and actually his death was spoiled for me. I did hear this a little bit before, is that Jesus' death was, it was leaked, I think, like at least a couple months before this episode even came out. Like even when Rick was still in the show, like I remember I heard that like Jesus potentially dies in the mid-season finale. So it was honestly all over the place. That and that Aaron lost a hand. Let me know if you guys ever heard those spoilers, because I heard them like crazy around this time. But like before season 9 started. But yeah, anyway, so I just love this episode. The Whisperers, they're so creepy. The characters, they're just so like tense, because they just don't know what's going on. And just the episode overall is just absolutely incredible. Even Daryl's freaked out. I mean, look at the look on his face. Like he's like I don't know what's going on here. So and I just love it. Because Daryl tries to lure in the walkers with Dog, and they turn the other way. And Daryl's like, what? Like he's just completely like lost at that point. So yeah. Absolutely. Season 9, episode 8, Evolution definitely has to be on this list. Number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 11, Morning Star. So this episode is really intense. We have kind of that build-up type thing throughout the whole episode with our characters kind of worrying, trying to get the kids to Oceanside. You got all that kind of stuff going through, and I just love this episode because it comes down to the battle at the end, just the characters and how worried they are, just that feeling they have. I get that feeling watching the episode, just like, like they all feel like they're going to die in this battle. Like it's really exciting. The music is great. Our characters are just awesome. And I mean, Daryl with the Morning Star. I mean, that is an awesome weapon, honestly. Daryl, honestly, where'd you get that from? Seriously. Yeah, anyway, it's just an incredible episode. The battle at the end, the hilltop fire, and how it bleeds into the next episode. I know a lot of people didn't like the cliffhanger in this. I personally loved it. I did. I thought it was great how it spills into the next episode. It makes you interested. It makes you want to continue to watch it. And yeah, it was an amazing episode. Honestly, it really was. Morning Star definitely is going to be the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 10, Stalkers. So this episode was so exciting. I mean, my goodness, guys. We had Beta going in Alexandria. We had Alpha versus Daryl. We had Lydia's return. We had a near-death experience for Alpha, which is crazy because she just dies 2 episodes later, which is kind of a tease for that, but I still like it. It's really cool. And just Beta and Alexandria, Gamma going to see them at Alexandria, giving them all this information. Like, it's such a good episode, guys. This is one that I really like to rewatch. And even though I do have one gripe with this episode, which is Laura's death, I just find that so just, weird how they did that. They just barely even acknowledged it. But, I still, though, I really did like this episode a lot. The music, really making it feel like a scary movie at a part, It's really good. It's a really, really good episode. Number 2, and this one is the best episode, in my opinion, of Season 10, the number 2 spot. Season 10, Episode 12, Walk With Us. So, this is the big episode. Negan kills Alpha, and we find out that Carol has sent Negan to actually do this, for him to be on this mission in the first place. And it's just an incredible episode, honestly. The Carol and Negan scene at the end, Alpha's death, the head chopping scene, and it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And not only that, we also see the continuation of episode 11, Morningstar, with the actual battle at the hilltop. Now, I'm gonna say I did want to see a bit more of the battle, but what we did get, I thought, was really, really good as well. We have the death of Gamma in this one as well, who goes out fighting and rips off some of Beta's, face, which I thought was really cool. The death of Earl, which I thought was also really crazy, and Judith is, has to put him down basically as a walker. It's just such a good episode. So yeah, now, the best episode since Andrew Lincoln has left the show, the best episode, in my personal opinion, everybody has their opinions, but the number 1 best episode, in my opinion, of the Walking Dead series since Andrew Lincoln has left is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 2, We Are the End of the World. No, I'm kidding. Season 9, Episode 15, The Calm Before. So, this episode, I mean, guys, this episode, I can't. The Pikes, it is intense. I mean, the characters, they're so kind of just shocked and it's like, my goodness, like just the reaction from everybody was insane, itself. But, even though I'm not a big fan of, some of the choices like Henry's death and stuff like that, the music, the tension, the way the scene was done, it fixed it for me. And even the scenes at the fair, earlier on in the episodes, I thought were so just enjoyable to see. You got Jerry and he's there at the fair, you got Eugene and, I don't know. It was such a cool episode to see the fair, and even Alpha sneaking into the fair with Ezekiel, and as well as getting to see the mega herd for the first time that Daryl sees. And if you guys don't read the comics, it's actually Rick that walks alone with Alpha, and she shows Rick the herd. So it makes me a little sad, definitely, to see it, that way. But I think Norman Reedus did a great job in this episode as well as everybody else, as usual. I mean, honestly, most of the time, I think the actors just kill it. Pretty much all the time, let's be honest. So, yeah, it's an incredible episode, guys. Sadiq and the story at the end, really emotional, and they really added a lot to it than in the comics. Because in the comics, you just see the deaths, you see the heads. But in the TV show, they tell the story, they do all this stuff, and they really rub it in, to make people really, really sad. So, and they did a great job with it, I got to admit. So, that's the list, guys. I want to hear your opinions about all this stuff in the comment section below. Of course, guys, I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think are the, maybe like your top 5 favorite episodes since Rick Grimes has left the series, or maybe your favorite or something like that? I definitely want to hear that from you guys. And of course, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.